The first sign that something was wrong appeared on a Tuesday morning in Frankfurt, Germany. At exactly 9:17 a.m., a senior cybersecurity analyst at Rhein-Secure Bank stared at a string of unusual login attempts targeting one of the bank's internal financial servers. On the surface, the activity looked harmless, just another automated scan from somewhere on the internet. But something about it felt different. What the analyst didn't know was that three individuals sitting hundreds of miles apart were preparing what they believed would be the largest cyber bank robbery in German history. And within weeks, every one of them would be under surveillance. What followed became a chilling game of deception, patience, and betrayal. A game they never realized they were losing. The story began with three people who had never met in person. The first was 32-year-old Lucas Weber, a gifted programmer from Hamburg. Once considered a rising star in cybersecurity, Lucas had lost his job after gambling debts consumed his life. The second was Elena Markovic, a Serbian network specialist living in Vienna. She possessed remarkable technical skills and a reputation in underground hacking forums for bypassing corporate security systems. The third was Viktor Sokolov, a Russian-born cryptocurrency expert living in Prague. Viktor specialized in laundering digital assets through complex chains of wallets and exchanges. Individually, they were dangerous. Together, they believed they were unstoppable. Their target was Rhein-Secure Bank, one of Germany's most technologically advanced financial institutions. Months before the attempted robbery, Lucas discovered a leaked technical document revealing some of the bank's software architecture. To him, it looked like an opportunity. He contacted Elena through an encrypted forum. "We can get inside." Elena initially doubted him. Banks spent millions protecting their systems. But after reviewing the information, she agreed there might be a path. They recruited Victor to handle the movement of stolen funds. The plan was simple in theory. Compromise a privileged employee account, gain access to internal transfer systems, create dozens of fake transactions, move millions into temporary accounts, convert the money into cryptocurrency before authorities noticed. It sounded perfect. What they didn't know was that Rhein-Secure Bank had already noticed them. Weeks earlier, the bank's cybersecurity division had detected probing activity against several servers. Instead of blocking the attackers immediately, the security team chose a different strategy. They contacted Germany's Federal Cybercrime Agency. The agency proposed something unusual, a trap. Rather than shutting the attackers out, investigators would create a fake pathway into the bank, a digital illusion, a carefully constructed environment designed to look vulnerable. Everything inside it would appear real. The servers, the employee accounts, the transaction systems, even the fake money. Every click would be monitored, every command recorded, every mistake preserved. For nearly 6 weeks, investigators watched silently. The hackers believed they were making progress. In reality, they were walking deeper into a maze. Lucas celebrated the first breakthrough when he gained access to what appeared to be an administrative account. Unknown to him, the account had been created specifically for him to find. Elena mapped what she thought were critical bank systems. Every route she explored had been designed by cybersecurity experts. The confidence of the group grew. They believed they were outsmarting one of Europe's strongest banks. Meanwhile, authorities were learning everything. Their methods, their schedules, their locations, even fragments of conversations. Then came the first twist. During surveillance, investigators uncovered evidence that Victor was involved in a separate international cyber fraud operation worth millions of euros. The bank robbery investigation suddenly expanded. What began as one case started exposing a larger criminal network. Authorities quietly notified investigators in 3 countries. The operation became multinational. Still, the 3 suspects remained unaware. On a rainy Thursday evening, the group launched the final stage of their plan. Lucas initiated what he believed was a transfer of 48 million euros. The fake banking system displayed a successful transaction. The money appeared to move. Victor immediately began preparing cryptocurrency wallets. Elena monitored network traffic for signs of detection. Everything looked perfect. Too perfect. Moments later, another surprise emerged. Investigators intercepted a private message sent by Elena. The message wasn't intended for her partners. It was intended for someone else. Someone authorities had never identified. As analysts traced the communication, they discovered a hidden fourth participant, a respected cybersecurity consultant employed by a major technology contractor. For years, he had secretly sold information about corporate systems to cybercriminals. His identity stunned investigators. He had worked on security projects for banks, airports, and government agencies. The attempted robbery was now exposing corruption far beyond what anyone expected. The operation entered its final phase. Authorities decided it was time to move. At dawn, coordinated teams across Germany, Austria, and the Czech Republic executed simultaneous arrests. Lucas was taken into custody while sitting in front of 3 computer monitors displaying what he thought was stolen bank data. Elena was arrested moments after attempting to erase encrypted drives. Victor was detained while moving funds connected to earlier fraud schemes. The consultant was arrested later that same day. Investigators seized computers, phones, cryptocurrency wallets, and storage devices. The evidence was overwhelming. Every action had been recorded, every intrusion documented, every communication preserved. The suspects soon learned a devastating truth. Not a single euro had ever left the bank. The entire operation had unfolded inside a controlled environment. The millions they believed they had stolen never existed. They had spent months breaking into a digital stage set built specifically for them. During court proceedings, prosecutors revealed the extent of the deception. Jurors watched recordings showing the suspects celebrating fake successes, while investigators monitored them in real time. The courtroom fell silent. Even the defendants appeared shocked. But the emotional impact reached beyond the arrests. Lucas's parents later spoke publicly about watching their son transform from a talented young programmer into a desperate criminal. Elena's family described years of isolation and secrecy. Victor's past revealed financial pressures and dangerous associations that had gradually drawn him deeper into organized cybercrime. None of those circumstances excused their actions, yet they revealed how ambition, greed, and poor choices had converged into a criminal conspiracy. In the end, the attempted cyber heist became one of the most remarkable undercover cybercrime operations in recent memory. The hackers believed they were hunting a bank. In reality, the bank had been hunting them, and the biggest secret wasn't the money they hoped to steal. It was a hidden network their failed robbery exposed, a network that authorities might never have discovered if 3 cybercriminals hadn't fallen for the perfect bait. Sometimes the most dangerous trap isn't the one you see. It's the one designed for you to find. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest true crime stories and investigations. What would you have done if you discovered you were walking into a cyber trap without knowing it? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Your likes, comments, and shares help this channel grow and bring you more gripping stories every week.